Welcome, SASANS. Do not... Something in my teeth just got done eating. Is there anything else left in there? Huh? Welcome to this week's Not D&D episode. My brother had a wedding, so yeah, there was a lot of going on stuff having to do with that. So I didn't have time to well, he's a part of the campaign, so you can probably imagine his answer when it's like, "Hey, I know you've got like a wedding next week, but can we just spend a bunch of hours playing D&D and stuff?" No, that was a hard argument to sell, and I failed at doing so. So he had an awesome wedding. It was incredible. Might post some pictures somewhere. We'll see. This is just to trick you. We also moved. That might have also been a huge reason why content production is a little bit slow. And yeah, so what if I'm just pretending that we continued these vlogs as normal and this was, an ongoing thing. But yep, now it's just a cop-out replacement for a D&D episode, which are immensely popular on YouTube. I'm pretty sure they've got a couple billion. I can't even think of a clever thing to add to the end of the billion, because it's certainly not views. All right, okay, so, woo! This is my new room. We did move. The rambles were not for nothing, although they are usually for nothing, and this one probably still for nothing. But anyway, time to give you a tour of my new humble abode. It's not complete, okay? Not complete at all, but it is getting there. So let's just start with evidence number one. The video game wall. I have resurrected it in the same order as before. We will get to you, attic, soon enough. The video game wall is back to normal. Our deposit was pretty severely crippled thanks to me destroying the wall, so I did a nice barrier this time in between the wall and the games. And on to the next most obvious weird thing, if you have no idea what I'm up to, is a foam wall. If you've seen any of my videos in VR, I hit myself a lot. Like any of the scars you see, there we go. That's a good view. Yep, most of those scars are from VR because I'm a moron in VR. So the green acts as padding. So if I hit my hands on something, I'm good to go. And also so I can green screen it. How awesome is that? And these are soundproof panels. So I don't have to whisper. They're not up right now, so any of my roommates are currently probably wishing for me to be quiet, but, screw them for a few minutes. I'm just kidding. They're great. So yeah, safety and production is what this floor is for. Also, it's a lot better than hardwood to work out on, although hardwood has its merits. It has its merits. Yes, I'm watching Critical Role, okay? Ooh, that's a good face. It's a good face, man. It's a great face. Let's see. Room customization number 3. Follow the... It's a swing. I don't have much room to do so, but, I take what I can get. And microdoses of extreme amounts of fun. I'm just kidding. It's my pull-up bar. in the attic. Oh my god. I won't continue to shoot up there for very long, because I know that everybody like me is terrified of The Grudge and didn't even just refuse to watch all trailers for it and never saw the movie. But I did hear that in the in the attic, somebody got their jaw ripped off. So I am fighting for my life every time I do a pull-up, and also immense amounts of fear and terror every single time I stick my head up into there. But, hopefully there's not asbestos or anything. Room customization number 4. Another method of pull-up and grip strengthening. And number 5, this one is an easy one. But you can't see it. My roof extends right like to a couple feet below this. So I'm just gonna have like, you know, some lunch out there someday, chill and watch the stars. Hey, speaking of the devil, you came out just for us, didn't you? Yes, you did. Yeah, that's gonna be peaceful. There's a really wonderful breeze that I'm sorry you guys can't feel right now, but I can. It feels great. My cyberpunk themed beer bottles that I got at Gamescom. This is not really customization, it's just really bragging. Also the key to, I shouldn't bring that up because I completely forgot. Oh no, please don't judge me for not being the hardest of Lord of the Rings fans. Anyway, Anchor. Customization number, whatever we were on, +1. That's for resistance bands, clearly. And another anchor hidden very cleverly by towels. More working out. And then all my standard fare working out stuff. Don't pay attention to that dumbbell. I don't know why I haven't just gotten rid of it. I never use that. I never used it, and that matters. And don't pay attention to the PS4 is on. Who you power Nazis, you know? I'm just kidding. I didn't mean to call you that. And then it's not really room customization. I've had this for a while, just haven't had the time to use it. But it's a 3D printer where I can make objects in virtual reality and then print them off. This is not one of those objects. I didn't make that nor print it off. That's a lie. I think that came with not Gamefly. Loot Crate. Not worth it. If you're interested in Loot Crate, I mean, just my personal opinion, it's not, you don't get consistent enough items for it to be worth it at all by any means. It's a flawed concept. They're doomed to die. Anything else? Oh, you might be also noticing that I got a new chair. Yes, I'm not made of money, regardless of how much all of this cost. I am just a creature of comfort, and so should you. You only have one body, so you should be taking care of it. My old chair just like forced me to lean back in a very uncomfortable position, and there was a deal on this one. But, oh yeah, and I did research into the most ergonomic chairs that you could buy, and this is one of them. But it's honestly super uncomfortable. I don't know if you can be ergonomic and uncomfortable, but this exceeds wildly. It exceeds expectations. And also, room customization number, whatever that would be. Am I zoomed in? My goodness, I am. How did that happen? Has that been that way the whole time? So I ran out of room, so I had to delete things. But anyway, let's get back to the, oh man, I have lots of clothes over there in a hamper, and I don't want you to see that. So we'll just pretend that the next one is over here. Now we're going to get into the future stuff, and possibly this may never happen, but, you know, I hope it does, because it's like the greatest idea. You may have noticed that my room is minus the beautiful game wall, the wall of games. My room is lacking the sort of fandom that it used to have. It's excelling in function. Also, don't point out that there's no bed. That's hidden somewhere. I'll show you that later. But anyway, yeah, so future customization, one that I'm the most excited about. I have a lot of Gundams. Man, I gotta build a lot of Gundams too. I have a lot of Gundams. What am I gonna do with those Gundams? I don't have room for a shelf anymore. You know, I'm using that for green screen stuff. So what am I gonna do? I still won't be able to fit them all. But see this corner right here? But it's like, it's not gonna be this corner. It's another corner, but the other corner's dirty. So I don't want you to deal with that. So in a corner, imagine that there's like platforms holding my Gundams. And they are in the, like, repair bay frames, holding them up. Repair bay frames, multiple different levels. And then on the side, right side or left side, who knows? The future is bright. So many possibilities. On the right side or left side, I'm going to have a launching mechanism, like in Ava, Neon Genesis, if you are familiar with that, with LED light strips, sort of like cycling upward. And then maybe I'll be able to pull together a mechanism that can like where you can slide the Gundam over and it can launch, and I'm really just going to probably marker the ceiling to make it seem like there's an escape pod, or I'll actually build it and then launch the Gundams into the sky. Who knows? Are we recording? Yes. Okay, so it's been a long time, alright, since I've recorded these. I accidentally pressed the power button again. And I realized I didn't cover the fan. The fan, that's the problem. Scars on my hand, virtual reality. Gotta get rid of it. But the only reason I paused right there is because I was thinking like, oh no, where's the airflow gonna be? Window, remember, we got that covered. Okay, so that's pretty much it for now. I will bring you back into this conversation once the room has been more fleshed out and built out and becomes the greatest domain of Magnus of all time. Until then, until fate next brings us together, and never stop playing video games and role-playing games, and really just never stop doing what you want. Keep on doing what you want, find a way to do what you want, and keep drilling it into the future, just like Gurren Lagann. Anyway, toodaloo. Wiggity boo.